Jake. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, he hails from Buffalo, New York. Weighing in at 170 pounds, representing the patron saints of professional wrestling, the rare breed, Dakoda Orion.
Well, we want to welcome each and every one of you to the pinnacle of Pro Wrestling Rampage here in Erie, Pennsylvania. My name is Joe Dombrowski, and we have brought to you the best and the brightest young talent in the Erie and surrounding areas for this broadcast. It is a hungry group of young dreamers who are looking to make some major impacts in this professional wrestling industry. We're looking at one individual who's already made a massive impact. He's living out a dream at this point because he's part of the patron saints of professional wrestling. Dakoda Orion saw the dream of his mentor Brandon Thurston come true when he captured the Rampage Heavyweight Championship from Jimmy the High-Flying Hippie a month ago. And the major question...
And introducing his opponent, making his way to the ring, he hails from Dunkirk, New York. Weighing in at 165 pounds, this is Ryze.
Well, finish my point as the dapper ring announcer Paul Rivas had interjected for a moment, but he's allowed, it's okay. The question going into tonight is, can the patron saints maintain their reign of dominance? And certainly here's somebody who aspires to be dominant in his own right. Ryze comes to the ring. This young man has shown a lot of heart and a lot of gumption in his outings here in Rampage thus far. He is somebody with big dreams, big ambitions, but I love the attitude he brings, and I love that heart and determination that follows him in everything he does. And I think it's going to be a great athletic one-on-one contest to open us up in this outing. You know, I look at the parity in Pro Wrestling Rampage and just how evenly matched so many of these athletes are. And yeah, you've got your quicker athletes, you've got your powerhouses, you've got rookies, and you've got veterans. But what's so intriguing to me about Rampage is that seemingly any broadcast, any given night, somebody can be beat. And somebody can make a moment and make a career for themselves. We've seen that happen on a number of occasions. And certainly Ryze does not have the pageantry and the attention and the stroke, let's be honest, that Dakoda Orion has that comes with his relationship with Thurston and the Saints. That could change. Love the raucous crowd we have here this evening. Want to thank everybody for supporting Pro Wrestling Rampage. However you choose to, if you're watching this online, watching this, if you saw us live as it happened. Orion able to push off in the corner. Ryze looks to have a bit of body mass on Orion, but Orion, to me, has made his money on being the more agile and the quicker of the patron saints. And I really I don't love much about the patron saints, but I appreciate the fact that stylistically, the group seems to have all their bases covered, and if a rival comes into the territory, they've got somebody that can hold up to them. We'll see some more of the patron saints, of course, later tonight. Terrell Kenneth, Brandon Thurston, the champion, and check out the impressed reaction to these fans as Ryze was able to reverse and control the wrist lock for a moment. But it's Orion back to the side headlock of Ryze, and I think this speaks to mutual respect both these athletes have for one another, that this is not starting with a quicker pace. This is not a crash and burn mentality where, let's be honest, the quicker you move and the higher you fly, the more mistakes you can make. And I know that these men have felt that in their careers. The best have felt that in their careers, no matter where they've worked, on what platform. But Orion knows he's got to set the tone. Because sometimes winning that championship is hard, but sometimes keeping it's harder. And if Brandon Thurston had all the blocks in his favor. I believe, if I recall, the Patron Saints swept the night. So if Thurston had everything in his favor when he won that championship, pace quickens now, as you see things open up a little bit. With distance can come opportunity, and Ryze caught Orion coming in. And snaps off the sideline head scissors, but check out Dakoda Orion. The handstand lands on his feet, nullifies the effect. Orion one of his own, but Ryze nips back up to his feet as well. Double drop kick, nobody budges. Well, now these men are trying to show off. It turned into a game of can you top this? It turned into style points. And in my opinion, if it's about showing off, it's advantage Dakoda Orion. I don't think Ryze should be baited into a stunt show. There's nobody here with scorecards, and there you see Orion took Ryze's eye off the ball, and that comes, you gotta believe, from the teachings and manipulations of Brandon Thurston, who's the most thinking man's wrestler on this roster. But check out the vertical leap of Ryze. But the momentum, I think, carried through for Orion, and he was able to shield much of his landing as well. Well, we talked earlier about the parity. We talked about how evenly matched so many athletes are here in Rampage. Orion and Ryze are proving my point for me here. Orion cut Ryze off the pass, the suplex in. I think count of one. Orion has done a great job of psychologically baiting Ryze in. Ryze is young, and that's not to say that Orion isn't. But Ryze is younger in his journey to the top than Orion is. And he's exuberant, he's got a lot of energy, and he sensed an opening to show some of that flash. And this is what you get when you do flash without the substance. And Orion is making Ryze pay. Ryze just trying to push off and get an opening here, get some distance between himself and his opposition. And now you see the pace slows down. Orion outsmarting his opponent, the fans, everybody, just to get the cheap shot in. Those are Orion's versions of style points there. Just getting a chance to poke somebody in the eye, not even because he needs to, just because he wanted to. Just because it felt right. And as talented as Orion is, what an incredible athlete he is, and oh, I love that drop kick. That is pinpoint precision on that drop kick. Very nicely done. A tight hook and a good cover. Orion has great fundamentals. He has great, well-rounded capabilities. But I would consider Ryze to be just a tad quicker. And certainly he has the advantage of these fans. Orion has neutralized both by keeping Ryze down and now slowing this pace. He quickened it when he needed to bait Ryze in. And now that he's got what he wanted, he takes over. This has been a great, an underrated thinking man's game by Orion. And again, certainly, I think Orion has spent so much time under that Thurston learning tree, 2 count only that time. Wouldn't shock me to see Dakoda Orion wearing the Pro Wrestling Rampage Championship sooner than later. That's assuming that Thurston ever lets go of it, which easier said than done, of course. Orion's got the chin lock in. Ryze turns inward, alleviates some of that pressure. And the European-style uppercut. Great sixth sense by Dakoda. Maybe sense that momentum building in Ryze. Finding a way to shut that down. In with the elevated forearm in the corner. Ryze is limp. He is in a bad way. And there's a side salto gut wrench suplex. Call it what you will. It's a near fall for Dakoda Orion, who started to show some semblance of frustration here. Again, the pressure's on him being Dakoda, to kick off the night right for the patron saints. Orion is looking to smother Ryze with offense. These kicks, these right hands, and discus forearm rock Ryze in the corner. Orion got all of that and then some. And Ryze got the foot up. Dakoda snaps off the power slam. This could be all. No. I love the covers on Dakoda Orion. I love the way he cinches in, hooks one or both legs tightly. He clasps his hands together. And even if it doesn't get 3, it's going to take so much more energy for Ryze to exert to kick out. Dakoda makes the most out of everything he does. And now you see a grapevine on the leg of Ryze. And well, you see Dakoda and hear Dakoda breaking just before 5. Again, maybe not the best ring positioning, but Dakoda made sure he got 4 and change every second he could before disqualification. And you see that competitive nature of both these men, that they're both waving the other. Give me your best shot. I'm not done yet. Dare you to. I think Dakoda just spat on Ryze. And Ryze is having trouble standing right now, but he's almost a frustrated laugh about it, as if he can't believe what Dakoda had done. Now, things just keep heating up between these two athletes. This is intense. Swing and a miss at all. Thrust kick to the butt of the jaw. Orion reverse Hurricane Rana, but he didn't get all of it. Ryze was able to avoid the contact with the head long enough and well enough to snap off one scintillating German suplex, and now Ryze is down. Well, we're 2 seconds away from a draw here. Could have been a count out. We heard the referee's count very clear, and thankfully so did Orion and Ryze. And with both men back to their feet, Ryze looks to chop Dakoda back down. Ooh. What a vicious shot. You could sense those reverberations throughout the body of Dakoda Orion, and Ryze, that multi-strike combo, the kicks, the leg sweep, measures him. Dakoda ducks out of the way, roll up, Ryze rolls through and caught. The knee right to the face. Dakoda may be out. No. That may have been instinctive more than anything. I took as close a look as I could at the face of Dakoda in that cover, and he didn't seem all there. I don't think he had all of his faculties. And oh, come on. Orion, knowing that his body blocked the official's view, went downstairs in the flip pile driver. All the momentum, there's a tight hook and a pull of the tights. Yeah, Dakoda Orion won it. Dakoda wins, but nothing to be proud of necessarily. Hey, a great athletic contest, but bottom line is whether you like the means or you didn't, Dakoda starts the night off right for the patron saints of professional wrestling. A long night ahead for them, but with ultimate stakes. But Dakoda sets the tone, and we're just getting started.